joining us for the Stitches and Sundries Flosstube. This is our 6th or 7th?
We're on episode 6.
And so we've been doing this a little while and we're having so much fun and we're so happy that you guys joined us today. I'm Lauren.
I'm Devyn.
And we are a cross-stitch podcast that just talks about our projects and what we've been up to.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully you're along for the ride for that. So
yeah. We've got some finishes.
We got some finishes and some whip updates and some plans for the future.
Lots of plans.
Lots of plans because we've got some fun stuff going on that we talked about a little bit last time, but we're going to talk about it some more this time. So I have some finishes, but I also was super productive this past 2 weeks. I started getting ready for the podcast and I was like, I don't actually think I've been that productive again for the 5 millionth time. And then I started gathering things up and I'm like, oh, actually,
you've done a lot.
Not too bad. I did stuff. I was productive.
So after our last episodes, I was a little disappointed in myself because I was like, wow, I've made no progress because I literally made no progress on some of mine. So I took a page, sort of, from your crazy planning your crafting hours book. And I spent so we do 2 weeks between our record dates. Yeah. And I spent the first week was just cross stitch. Every day I cross stitch something. I didn't tell myself what it had to be.
Right.
But I was like, this is cross stitch week. So I booked it through a couple of projects and I'm pretty impressed with my progress.
Yeah.
And then the second week I did all knit or crochet stuff. So
yeah.
Check out our other episode for those updates.
Yes. I have some fun stuff too. So we talked about it a little bit in our last podcast, but we are doing the Dove Center's Festival of Trees this year with our Stitchy group.
Yeah.
And so we have worked pretty consistently on building supplies to decorate a tree.
Right. And we had our first meeting last weekend, right?
Yeah. So there are 7 of us?
6 or 7 of us.
Working on it. So hopefully that is enough to decorate a 5-foot tall slim tree.
Yeah, we've got everybody who's doing ornaments. Everybody who's doing ornaments is committed to 6 ornaments. We have
at least 6.
garlands going.
2 garlands.
You're doing one, and Mary's doing one?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have 2 garlands. Everybody is contributing at least 6 ornaments.
But there's going to be more. There's going to be more.
We have a tree topper planned, a quilted tree topper that is going to be really pretty. So we've got stuff in the making. And so we did some ornaments.
Yes, we did do some ornaments.
So
Lauren, what do you got?
So I have to look here. So this first one.
He's so cute.
He's so
look at that little snowman.
So I really like this one. This is from the Just Cross Stitch December 2020 magazine. It is called Snowman's Treat, and it is by, I can tell you, Caitlin, I think it's Baerg. I did not follow the suggested threads, and I probably won't for a lot of these ornaments. A lot of these ornaments are going to be, I need them done quickly. I can't run out and get the thread, and I don't have a huge floss stash. So I just picked colors I liked, and this green is like my favorite. I love that like tealy green.
Yeah. And it's really nice.
It's a variegated thread, but I love the pattern, and I just finished it with some ribbon and some felt on the back. And this is some kind of bead thing that I got from Walmart. But I like
really cute. I like the snowflake designs.
Yeah, the snowflakes are really cute. I like the motion of the snowman. Like you get the feeling
that he's blowing on it.
Yeah, like his little stick hands are holding his cup. So I thought it's a really cute designed piece. Yeah. And so my sister, as soon as I finished it, was like, that goes on our tree, right? Because we're very lucky we get these back. So
yeah, for this year's festival, they're doing it a little differently, where we actually get to have the items from the tree after we decorate and post our photos, because COVID's changed how they had to do it this year.
Oh, so, COVID, you magical
normally
mess.
The decorated tree is auctioned off, but we get to keep our stuff, which is nice because now I feel like I'm stitching for Christmas gifts for my family.
Yeah, double duty Christmas presents.
Double duty, yeah.
So what do you have?
Oh, I was gonna take a drink of my coffee, but it's blazing hot, so that'll just have to wait. I have one finish. This is called Winter Village. Oh, look at it. Look at that adorableness.
That is so cute.
So.
And it's so around here, the little log cabin feel.
Yeah, it's just a little cottage and there's 3 trees and smokes and the snows. And what I really liked about this design is she has you do interesting backstitching. And I liked it because like you can't see it in the video here, but there is some white thread in here that just kind of adds a little bit of depth to the snow. And there's some black bits in the smoky business.
Yeah, it's showing up
looks
okay. Yeah.
Nice. And then the trees, of course, have their little dots. So I really liked that backstitching detail. The pattern is by Lucie Heaton, and it's in the Just Cross Stitch 2020 Ornaments.
Oh yeah,
the Christmas Ornaments magazine.
Issue, yeah.
I got a fuzz in my nose apparently. But yeah, so what I did to finish this is just I think it's 14 or 16 count Ada, and I just cut out a piece of cardboard that's like the back of a notebook.
Yeah.
And I glued it down with hot glue, and then I took 2 pieces of cardstock and glued this plaid fabric that I had in stash around more cardstock. Glued it all together, I put the twine in the middle, so it's just kind of snugged up in there. And it looks really, really cute.
It's very nice and finished.
And it has like a nice bit of weight to it, so it doesn't feel like it's just going to like hang on a tree and like do that or something.
Set on a limb and
like it's actually going to dangle a bit. But yeah, I really like the bit of back stitching. I also didn't have the thread that it called for this tree here, which is why it's a little more blendy than I think what they intended. But I just worked with what I had.
Yeah. Yeah, these ornaments, because we're going to try and knock out a bunch of them, I'm not worried about following the pattern or...
I did buy some thread for mine just because I have... You say you don't have a stash yet. Yeah. I have no stash.
Yeah, you gotta buy some. You gotta have some thread to do things with in general. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm actually thinking some of my ornaments might be more of this. I might do 2 of these.
Yeah.
Because I have more of this fabric and I have 2 more pieces that would fit this pattern. Also, my pattern came out smaller than called for because I think I used a different stitch count fabric, but
yeah.
I just
if you
worked with what I had.
If you use 16 over 14, it'll be a little smaller.
Yeah, and I think, I can't remember what it called for. It might have called for 18, and I had 16 or something, so.
Yeah.
But whatever, it looks great. It's adorable. That's my finish.
So I have one more ornament finished, and it's the cutest one.
Look at the gnome.
It says gnome for the holidays.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like this one a lot too. This was a must. Our house is pretty well decorated with gnomes, and we're always looking for interesting gnomes. So this one I did on all my stuff is out of scrap fabric. Just ornaments are nice because they're super small, so any little cut that was a little too small left over, I always save that, and these have fit perfectly. This is 14 count oatmeal of some kind from somewhere. And again, I didn't have all the colors it called for. And I didn't have this burgundy color here. So I took a dark red and a bright red, and I 2-stranded it, and it actually turned out, if you can see the kind of modeling in there, and I really like that.
Yeah.
But the pattern is by, gotta look, Dawn Fiske, and it's out of the same December 2020 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And it is just cute. And I like her font and the lettering is just really fun.
It is cute.
And I did the same thing. I finished it with some felt on the back. And this is hemp twine that I just twisted. You can kind of see the twist there. And tucked behind the felt so it looked a little more finished.
I like that, the twisted. Yeah. It kind of looks like a gnome would have this.
Yeah, like a little vine. Or,
yeah.
And
I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's cover our faces. Maybe it'll, I don't know. It'll focus on it. But yeah, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Look at him.
So we've got now, trying to think, 1, 2, 3. Sarah made 1, 4, 6 ornaments so far, I think, total.
Mm-hmm.
They're going along.
Finished, yeah.
We're booking it through. We'll definitely have more in the future. I think the next one I'm going to do, and I have to hide the pattern, so we're gonna come up from the bottom, is this bell here.
Oh, that is cute.
In the Just Cross Stitch Ornaments one. I mean, if you need a bunch of ornaments and you have a whole magazine full of ornaments,
just go through it and
makes
find
sense.
them.
Yeah. So I've actually marked, you can see my pages with a bunch of ones we want.
Which ones are you doing?
I don't know, because I was gonna get with other people that are also cross stitching and make sure we're not like duplicating things. Well, then again, it doesn't hurt to have 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, because then when you decorate a tree, you end up having
yeah,
multiples.
it's like how many red bulbs do you have on a tree? Tons. So if you have multiples of stuff.
I want to do. Let's just see if I can find it here really quickly. I bought. Let's see. I messed it up when I went shopping, so I bought the fabric for this guy, but the thread for this guy. So there's 2 gnome things, and I'm gonna do one of them. I will probably do the one I have the thread for and just use the fabric that I bought improvising.
Yeah.
And then let's see. All of the ones I'm doing are in this magazine because I just went through it and I bought for what I liked. And I'm doing this one.
Oh, the Silent Night one.
The Silent Night, yeah.
That is so pretty.
I don't know if I'm holding it well enough.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, and here's the Winter Village is on this page too.
Very cute.
And I think I'm gonna do this tree if I get to it. This tree right here.
Ooh.
So
yeah, I like several in this. What's this one called? Oh, Christmas tree section.
Yeah. I really like this
that
one.
I like that one. I like that one. I like that one.
I really like that one. But I don't have any. Like I only have small fabrics now, so I don't think I can do that one. That one's a little bigger.
There are definitely some fun ones, and
and there's a little sheep in here, which I talked about in one of our episodes. And I
you
finally found him. He's right there. A little sheepy. So I'm going to do that sheepy.
That's cute.
Little sheepy. So I'm excited.
The smalls also make me feel so freaking productive.
I feel
you just
like
bang out a small in an evening and a half, and you're like, look at me doing stuff.
My next whip that I could talk about.
Okay, go for it.
Good segue. So the next whip I'm going to show, this is the biggest project I've worked on since I started cross-stitching. Mm-hmm. I started with only smalls, and I feel like this sucker's taking forever.
It's coming along, though.
I made a lot of progress this episode.
Yeah, here's what it looked like last time.
The last 2 episodes is what it looked like, because I said I made progress on it the one episode, and I didn't make any progress on it.
Life happens.
So this is Nightmare Before Christmas. So it's Christmas themed, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're staying in the Christmas theme, guys.
My happy little mouse. I was stuck on the moon forever in this project. It was like days. Oh, it felt like nightmares, actually, because the yellow was just like dragging to cover this bit of space. And you just did that one in our last episode that was all white, and I'm like, man, I'm working on this thing and I hate this tiny little moon, and Lauren did this big white thing.
All white. Count it out.
So yeah, that's my little finish.
But speaking of that, my friend got their package in the mail and loved it.
Did they cry?
Loved it.
Did you make
I
your
don't know
friends
if
cry?
they cried because I didn't like have them on video or anything, but they were like so excited, and
that's awesome.
It was especially nice for me because I don't know his fiance / actually yesterday they got married. So she's officially.
So you don't know his wife at all.
I don't know her very well at all. Like I've talked to her like once or twice, but not in any kind of thing. And for her to be super excited was like, yes, I did it. So that was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get your feels with the long swaths of big colors, but you're getting into the.
I feel like I have no room to complain
Yeah,
because
you're getting into the fun stuff.
You did all those big things. Yeah, I'll talk about this guy a little bit more.
Yeah.
I went through and I'm almost finished with this purple. I just need to come down this side.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped because I was working on this and I was making all this progress and I'm like, crap, I gotta do ornaments. I need to get it together, man. So I tabled this.
But let me see that real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So, and there's what it's going to look like at the end. I keep forgetting to do that.
Yeah.
This right here, you can kind of see this is going to be the edge of his body, right? So you're making, like, you're already
this is already the edge. Like, there's no further out from these sides.
So you're already making good progress.
And then his head's little.
Yeah.
His arms have a bit, and then his, like, lower body is huge.
Yeah, but it has it has ground and stuff going on.
Yeah, there's pumpkins. It's really pretty. There's a lot of colors. And there's a little graveyard.
This middle is nice and solid.
Yeah. And I'm just slowly building. I think I have a little more purple on this arm over here.
Yeah.
Somewhere. But it's coming along and it's going to be great.
It's going to be really cute.
I've already started shopping for frames. If you need a frame source, Christian Crossing has 9 million.
Yes, I know. I go and dig through their frames. So, very cool.
That's my whip. And I have one more, but I've been talking forever.
Nah. Let me see here. Okay, so I have one whip update on like one of my standard non-Christmas ornament whips. This is my favorite season by Aliton Embroidery. That's what it's going to look like. And I'm making progress, but this sucker is not a quick stitch, which is why actually having the ornaments is really nice.
Because you feel accomplished.
I feel accomplished.
So why isn't it quick?
I'm doing it on small fabric.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it on 32 count linen, 1/1. So my stitches are really tiny, and so they don't feel like they're building.
Okay.
And it's
1/1?
It's just an intricate 1/2.
Mm.
It's just an intricate thing. So like
because of all the veining and
because of all the veining and the shapes of leaves and stuff. Now, there are quicker times and there are less quick times. So here's what I had last time. And here's where I am this time. And I got that yellow leaf done.
It's so pretty.
But it is, you can see all the like lumpily bumpilies, and it just takes a second. It just takes time. That's probably
like the lumps in the linen fabric.
No, like how this edge needs like curled, and you gotta like work your way out into each individual thing.
Yeah.
This probably took me 2 evenings to get that one leaf done, and then I'm like you. I'm like, I gotta do some freaking ornaments. we only got until what, November.
November 21st we're decorating.
November 21st we're decorating. So, and it's November 1st today. So we need some more.
We need to book it.
So I made progress. I'm really liking it. It's like that yellow just speaks to me.
It's so, really popping. I love that veining.
Yeah, it's so nice. I don't think this leaf was done. The veining in this leaf down here, and that is one of my replacement colors that I talked about.
Yeah, I like how that one pops because
it's much more readable.
At the top, you had the problem where it wasn't popping, right?
Yeah. Like, so it was supposed to be like that one, and you can barely see any veining in that red, but down here it looks great. So.
Yeah.
So it's coming along. It's very nice.
I love it.
I'm making progress. That's all I really care about. I have fun when I work on it. I want to, now that the Halloween season has passed,
I'm not talking to you.
I want to work on all my Halloween stuff. But it's great. I'm really looking forward to having it. It's another gift stitch. I'm going to try and have probably like 1 or 2 gift stitches going because I enjoy that. I like giving things to my friends. I have a friend of mine, Ruth, has her own. She just moved into a small apartment.
In her apartment,
and she's now got no roommates, no nothing, and she's like, it's my little hobbit hole, and so I want to make her a little hobbit hole thing for her door.
Oh, that'll be cute.
So, and she's just huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Lord of the Rings fan, yeah.
So I've got gift things lined up that I want to do, but I'm having fun.
Yeah.
away.
Working. I have one more ornament whip. So I'm gonna need you to read this.
Okie dokie, what I'm reading.
So this is Poinsettia. The designer is I don't know how to say her name, and I feel real bad. It's in the 2020 Just Cross Stitch Ornaments magazine.
I think it's Evdokia Nicolavera.
Yeah.
Evdokia Nicolavera.
I'm really sorry we're butchering the name, but I'm stitching her pattern and it's adorable.
It is very pretty.
So this will be a little poinsettia with some snowflakes. Now, I'm sure you can see I have a bit of a problem here where my snow doesn't pop from my fabric. I'm going to rip that out. I'm going to rip it out and restitch it with I think I have a grayish.
Like a light gray.
A very light gray thread. But I was really excited to get going with the beading, and I just kept going, and I'm like, maybe I can make it work. And then I got to here and I'm like, I don't know why I kept going because it's just not working. This is my first time stitching on linen. It is, I believe, 32 count. Like, look, it's tiny.
Yeah, it's about.
It's 32 count, and I had no idea what brand or anything. I bought it from our Four Seasons Stitchery, and it was just in one of those Ziploc bags.
White.
It was called silver, which is what the pattern calls for, but then you stitch on silver with white thread, and it's like, it's not very
silvery.
It's not very silvery.
But
so
I'm gonna hold this up a little closer.
Yeah.
The beading is so pretty.
Yeah,
you can see those gold beads on there. That is, if you just change that out to a little bit more of a gray, to just pop it slightly.
So the
really
white,
nice.
to rip out the white, I have to rip out all the beads too.
Oh,
it's all in the same thread.
Of course it is.
So the flower is stitched, it's 1/2 or 2/2. I don't know.
Did you fold your thread in half and stitch, or did you do one?
This is double stranded.
Okay, so 2/2.
2/2. Okay. This is 1/2.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm learning, guys. I'm learning how to talk about cross stitch. This is one little thread here. So it's very thin, but it's all connected, and you do the beading as you go.
Yeah, that's a neat way to do beading.
But it's really cute, and it's going to be just a little ornament for our tree, and I'm excited. It's going to have, so it has like a big snowflake here, and then like 2 little snowflakes here, and then nothing on this side. Like
so the poinsettia is going to sit kind of like off center.
Yes. Yes.
Framed by snow, which is so cute.
Yeah. It's going to be really cute.
It's a very cute design.
But first time stitching on linen. I am dealing with the like little warbly doos.
Yeah, the places where it's thicker and thinner and weirder.
Yeah, where it's linen-y.
Linen-y. Yeah. That really, when I first started stitching on linen, I'm like, I hate this fucking stuff. Excuse my language. No. This is a podcast.
This is who we
a
are.
podcast where I curse like a sailor. But the stitching on linen, I was really annoyed for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't mind it too much, but then I go, like, once I get into the groove of it, I'm like, I don't mind this. But then I'll pick up a project that's on, like, Lugana, which is nice and even and beautiful, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I like. I love this stuff. Why am I doing this other thing to torture myself?
For the Silent Night, I bought some, what is looking to be, like, this is a fairly even weave linen that I'm working on here. But I bought fabric that's Weeks Dye Works. It's really pretty. Ooh. Oh, man. I'm going to bring it over and I'm going to, like, have you take a look because I'm a little nervous about it. Because, like, just looking at it, you can see the threads going, like,
ooh, super wavy.
Oh, it's wavy. Oh, it's so wavy.
That'll be interesting.
I know when you sew certain fabrics, if it's doing some weird stuff, you can like tug on the bias. If that's the right
you kind
word.
of pull everything back into line.
And I think that's what this piece of fabric needs.
I
just need to like tug it.
Is it like a hand dyed fabric?
Oh yeah.
So maybe in the dyeing process it got crumpled or moved and it just didn't get straightened back out.
It looks like it. It looks challenging and difficult.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see what we can do.
Yeah. I have it laid out and it's right. I have it laid out on a table because I don't want it to get folded or crumpled or anything.
Oh yeah, you're just like, I can't touch it.
I'm not touching you. So that's coming up. That'll be one of my whips. So that's all I have.
What do we're mutually dragging each other uphill. Every challenge we face, we're like, let's get through this together.
Yes. Lauren's carrying me through cross stitch.
And Devyn's carrying me through learning about yarn. So between the two of us, we're going somewhere.
We're going somewhere crafty. Come join us.
Oh, it's so good. I went to a Halloween party last night. Just segue for no reason. And we got to talking about, do you want to, because my friend Adam's going back to school to be a CPA, and we were talking about it, and he's like, really? I'm a numbers guy, like that appeals to me. But I don't care what I'm doing as long as I make enough money to support what I want to do when I get home from work. And that is my whole goal. I want my whole evenings to be crafting and playing games with my friends and hanging out with people and eating good food. That's my whole life. That's all I want, is just to eat good food and have good times with friends and have craftiness.
Yeah. Absolutely. Easy. Absolutely. I feel very similarly. Yeah. So, like, this is our Halloween weekend. Did you, what did you do at your Halloween get-together?
We played board games, which is my friend group. That's a huge deal for us. So we played a lot of board games. I played a really cool one that I'm going to have to go buy so that you and I can play. It's Mansions of Madness. If anybody's played it, super great. Go get it. And then ate way too much sugar. Completely was like, how many of these molasses cookies can I have? Oh, all of them? Sweet. Like, ate way too much sugar. Watched people freak out about how much candy was in the bowls on the front porch. That was pretty funny because there were trick-or-treaters in the neighborhood. And so they were like, well, we don't know how many we're going to get because who knows? So they put out like 10 bags and those were gone immediately. And they're like, is someone stealing the candy? Oh my God. So they put out like 10 more bags and then watched it. Who's out there? Oh, looks like one. We're gonna check.
But it's one kid taking 10 candy bars.
That's what they were like. We were all really trying to figure out whether like a mom in the neighborhood had just gotten up a group, you know, and it was like she had 9 kids with her. Like no big deal.
It was one kid taking 9 candy bars.
Yeah, exactly. Or one kid was a dick, and so the reconnaissance of the candy bowl was an ongoing drama all evening. Yeah. But it was super fun. Hilarious. My little cousins did trick-or-treating. They were really cute. So we didn't do anything.
I carved a pumpkin. Jason, this was actually 2 weeks ago maybe. Jason wanted a Mario themed pumpkin, so I carved King Boo. And I freehanded it.
It was so freehanded it. We'll put a picture in because it was really cute.
Yeah. So and I feel really proud of the fact that I did it freehand. Like my other cousin was carving and she was drawing on her pumpkin. I just went straight in with a knife. I'm like, knife! And it came out really well. The sad thing is the one picture that I have is the only picture of it looking nice because the next couple of days it was so hot it just like shriveled up.
We did a pumpkin carving family and everybody's shriveled up.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the beast. And then a deer ate the face off Sarah.
Oh, poor Sarah.
The deer.
Yeah, so other than that, I've been watching movies with Jason.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of, we can't call them horror movies. I was scolded. Spooky movies. And we have a list of like 15 more. We're watching weird old ones. Like there's one on Amazon, Peeping Tom. We haven't watched it yet, but it's on my list.
Of that. I've heard
and
of
then
that.
The Car. We're going to watch The Car. Sandy said The Car was stressful. Oh. She's like, I watched that. It's from the 70s. And she's like, I watched that and it was very stressful. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to watch it. And like we already burned through all of our traditional ones. So we did Ghostbusters and Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas.
All the classics.
All my favorites. And Sweeney Todd. Love Sweeney Todd. And then we're moving on to like some more. There's one I watch every year. It's called Descent.
Oh God, Descent. Why do you do that to yourself?
I don't know. So it's the one where they go in the cave and die horribly, and it's awful and it's scary and extra terrifying. I actually the first time I watched it while I was house sitting in a house of glass. Like it was a lake house and they had no walls. It was all glass. There's one room with walls.
I hate that.
And that's the bathroom. And I was like,
and then you
oh my
hide in the
God.
bathroom for the rest of the night.
Bat people are coming to get me, is what I felt like.
I did that. I house sat at a lake house once.
And you watched horror movies, didn't you?
No, but I was I worked myself into a bit of a tizzy because if I'd have the lights on inside and I moved around the house, my reflection would be projected like it's outside. And I didn't realize what was happening at first, and I would just see out of the corner of my eye somebody moving outside the house.
Oh man!
Worked myself up into a into a real panic before I like did something, and the dog moved. There were dogs as well, and the dog moved, and I saw it reflected, and I'm like, "That's what that was." Thank Jesus, because I was working myself into a problem.
Oh my gosh!
But those big lake houses are so creepy. They're in the middle of nowhere. All the houses around them are usually empty because they're all rental homes.
Oh yeah, that was this case. And it was just a big house of glass. It's me and a beagle. And just horrible.
And you're like, these dogs are not going to protect me.
This dog is not going to save me. I don't know why I thought it was a smart idea to watch a scary movie in a house I don't own.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Now it's getting into, the temperature dropped down around here to about like in the 30s. And now it's
We're supposed to get snow
snuggle
today.
weather. It's time to be in. It's time to be watching movies and, just being in.
Yeah.
It's my time of year.
I feel
it's
so
my time of
snuggly
year.
today
It's my
with my
time of
little
year.
snuggle thing.
You look very cute today.
Snuggle.
So,
I'm at your wall.
Yeah, my beautiful wall. I think we've got a couple projects coming up. We're going to continue to be pushing forward on our Festival of Trees thing.
Yes.
We'll let you guys, we'll have pictures of the tree and everything when we decorate it. It'll be super fun.
I would really like to do like a little bonus episode where we just do a video around the tree or
that
something.
would be super fun.
Yeah.
So that's what we have coming up. It's been a super fun 2 weeks, and we'll be back again in 2 more weeks. Yes. If you have anything that you would like to talk about or any suggestions or things we could improve, please let us know. And if you like this video, please like it and, let us know that too.
Subscribe, comment,
comment, all the YouTube-y stuff.
We want to hang out.
Yes, we do. And other than that, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye, guys.